Hello, I'm Dr. Jester, and welcome to the jungle again. From Thegamer. Yeah, they're competing with Kotaku and Polygon and PC Gamer to be one of the worst websites for gaming news on the internet. I don't understand how people like this can get employed and write articles like this, but here we are. Dragon Age fans are apologizing to the writers after the Veilguard backlash. What do you mean fans? How many were they? It must be over 500 people. Must be even 1,000 people. Must be hundreds. Or thousands. Okay. Dragon Age Veilguard launch must have been a turbulent time for BioWare. Reviews were great across the board. Yeah, no. The reviews were great because they were paid to write return to form. Remember that garbage? Yeah, I do. And it was garbage, the game. As Dragon Age the Veilguard proved to be much more stable than any recent game from the studio, and a whole lot of fun to play. Based on what people have described, the game was crap. The story was bad. Everything was bad. Oh, the only thing they praised was actually some of the combat mechanics, but even then, after a while, it got boring for them. Continuing, that's not even the comments that went beyond any actual critique of the game, as some attacked the Veilguard for having alphabet characters. Here's the thing, it's not a question of having it. The problem is that they shoved it on your face all the damn time. And that was the problem, especially because you even had quests with it, in which it was basically a punishment. Or a torture session. Torture session. Just so you could understand how much the character suffered for being, what, non-binary? Was that it? Yeah, it was something like really dumb like that. And they even had a part where they said, yeah, it took me a while to remember the word, but barv. And then you had to actually physically punish yourself for misgendering the female character, the Tash. Oh, for the love of God. No wonder this game failed spectacularly. After all, it also had trans surgery scars. In a world of magic, but you can actually change things with magic and heal yourself. You had trans surgery. It reminds me of the game that I'm currently playing because I got free Ubisoft Plus from getting an Intel CPU, so I decided to go and play Far Cry 6, and boy oh boy, is it a bad game. The story is bad. I'm disconnected from it for most of the time, and now I am in the 2-hour mark, mind you, of the story in which you're introduced to a trans character that loves to shove it on your face that they're trans, and and they go on and tell you how courageous they were to actually have the top surgery without anesthetics. They tell you that. And apparently I did a research to see how long I had to endure this goddamn fucking game with these quests. Apparently this is just the beginning. Yeah, I'm not celebrating. And then I just had a mission in Far Cry 6 where it was a goddamn fucking harpy screaming on the microphone, singing some sort of music about progress or some other shit that I tuned out. And the mission is one of those annoying ones, aka escort and defense. So I was just hoping I got every single person that I had to kill without having to repeat this nonsensical crap and this music on my ears. Yeah, these people tend to ruin games. The only thing I can actually praise Far Cry 6, it's the graphics are okay. They added some special effects that I think, yeah, looks good. The frames are good too, but beyond that... Oh yeah, and the engine sounds for the vehicles. That's about it. That's as far as I go. Everything else is crap. So basically, like Veilguard. Anyway, let's continue. Nowadays, after the explosive report from Bloomberg claimed that EA was the cause of the Veilguard development woes, yeah, and also the people they hired. Some fans have changed their tune. Some fans? Oh, okay. So it must be quite a few. Reddit user DJ Reyes or somebody like that kicked things off, apologizing to some of those who worked on the Veilguard. And many fans agree and echo similar sentiments. So basically, one guy apologized, and that's it. But the kicker is that they didn't even share the link for the Reddit itself. Yeah, I'm not. No. I don't think these people understand what it is a plural, what understands as many, and anything else. But before I continue, is a message from our sponsors. Actually, me. I'm back, baby, yeah. I'm back. Yeah. Back to the suffering, shall we? Right. Here is the quoting the user. I have been critical of the Veilguard and its tone, writing and lack of continuity of it ever since it released. I tended to put the blame on the Trinity, John Epler, Corinne Bush, and lead writer Trick Wikis for the game's tones and writing and thus its failure. It is partly blamed for them because apparently, remember Corinne Bush? He came from The Sims 4, adding trans surgery scars in The Sims 4, and arrived to Veilguard and added trans surgery scars as well on Veilguard. So you can see it's not just EA, it's everybody in there. They wanted to make a game for the modern audience. They succeeded in making the game for the modern audience, and the modern audience doesn't exist. So you get this slop that nobody wanted. But no, let's ignore it, shall we? But But the most important thing is that this journalist doesn't seem to understand pronouns properly. After all, she has pronouns on her X account. And more importantly, they are woke and has a watermelon in the profile. So, you know, communist inside, you know, red. Yeah. And another point to make, they don't seem to understand how plural in pronouns work. They, them is used in singular form only in very rare situations in the English language. Not every time, but obviously these people failed in those classes. Well, then again, they also fail in basic biology classes, the differences between genders. They failed that one too. After all, they fell asleep, or they weren't paying attention, or they were painting their hair blue while the class was happening. Or maybe they were writing or painting some rainbow flag on their notebooks, and they completely forgot important lessons in there. Yeah. Right, where was I? Oh yeah. Many others agree, blaming Bush for any of the... Sorry, this needs a proper voice. Blaming Bush for any of that never made sense. She came in to salvage an already sinking ship. Anyone that was blaming her at any point was uninformed. Sorry. The sinking... What Corinne Bush here did, what he did, was actually increase the size of the hull of the sinking ship, so the water came in a lot more faster. So you got an even bigger sinking ship. But details, tiny little details that nobody seems to care about. Yeah. Continuing, as I covered in the previous report on the matter, those close to the project had already been credited, but for getting development back on track. Yeah, I don't think this person managed to get it on track. What this person managed to do was get it completely off track. But just with enough momentum for it to reach the finish line, but completely and totally out of the track. Kind of like a train crash, you know? You accelerate, go through the curve, the entire coaches and wagons and the train itself goes completely off the track, and they tumble and tumble, but somehow they still manage to get the finish line or its destination. That's exactly what happened to Veilguard. Yeah, continuing, she joined the Veilguard as a director back in 2022, and despite many of the creative decisions having already been made, trans surgery scars, top scars, anybody? As well as the disastrous pivot to multiplayer and then back to single player, Bush was blamed and made the subject of abuse over the game's shortcomings. It seems that many are realizing this now. Yeah, no. Sorry. I do not apologize. This game needs all the criticism it can get and even more. And the people behind it, they are also to fucking blame for the disaster. They are to be criticized. Obviously not attacked, harassed, or anything like that, but criticized. Here is one idiot said it. This is actually hilarious. Corinne Bush saved Veilguard from a far worse fate, and we owe her an apology. No. Bitch, no. Not from me. Of course, it should not have been to the point where so many in the community jumped to the conclusion there are zero excuses for those who are being bigoted. Not that I'm seeing any of them apologize. Nothing bigoted here. We are just pointing out the absolute hypocrisy, the errors and the problems and everything else behind it. But obviously you're a woke writer and somebody who cannot do the proper job. Then again, it's the gamer. And for some reason, somehow this person still manages to get paid. I have no idea how. But anyway, have a cheery bye.